Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will study about the different control valve accessories used in the control valve. So, a control valve accessory. So first of all, what is the control valve? As you know, a control valve is the most commonly used to regulate flow in the process. So the following list show the most commonly used accessories with the control valve as per the requirement. So first one is the hand wheel. The second one is the limit switch and the solenoid valve. The third one is the booster relay. The fourth one is the lookup valve. The next one is the capacity tank. Next one is the transducer. Next one is the jacketed bodies. And the last one is the air set. And the next one is the ratio and the reversing relay. So this is the control valve accessory used in the control valve. So first of all, what is the purpose of the control valve accessory? So the first purpose is it is improve the process control. Next purpose is to improve the safety for the process or personnel. The third purpose is improve valve performance or the speed of response. The next is the monitor or verify the valve responsibility. And the last one is the identify the valve problem or the valve issues. So this is the main purpose to use the different valve control valve accessories. So first one we can take one by one control valve accessory and how to use in the control valve and the application of the accessory. So first one is the hand wheel. Now what is the hand wheel? Hand wheels for diaphragm actuator of the control valve are often used as adjustable travel stop. If we want to adjust the travel of the stem or plug, we can use the hand wheel. Now they are also provide a manual means of positioning the control valve in the emergency control. Now they are arranged in two way in the control valve. First one is the side mounted hand wheel. This is the side mounted hand wheel picture. Here you can see that the circle is known as the hand wheel of the system, and the next is the top mounted hand wheel. So this is the construction of the top mounted hand wheel. So here you can see that hand wheel is to stop the travel of the control valve. It is also used to adjust the position of the control valve. So a side mounted hand wheel at the control valve can be used to open or close the valve in any direction at any point in the actuator stem travel. So the main purpose of the side mounted hand wheel is it is open or close the valve in any direction at any point. Now the top mounted hand wheels are used for infrequent service to manually stop the valve. So if we can stop the valve infrequently, we can use the top mounted hand wheel. So this is the use of the hand wheel in the control valve. Next accessory is the limit switch. Now what is the limit switch? So the purpose of the limit switch is to provide a discrete open or discrete close input signal to the control system when the valve reach a specific position within its range of travel. So in this special case, we can connect the limit switch in the control valve. So how limit switch is used? It is used to provide a discrete open or discrete close input signal. So the limit switch which are mounted on the control valve and on the yoke are also used for process monitoring, troubleshooting or startup or shutdown verification from the control room by the operator. So generally the use of limit switch is used to start the process or to stop the process, or the meanwhile if the troubleshoot is arise, we can stop the process, we can also monitor the process, and we can use as an emergency switch in the limit switch. So this switch will only provide specific valve position feedback. This can be mounted on the control valve to get additional feedback signal to the DCS or PLC system as per our requirement. So generally limit switch is connected as a feedback signal and as a additional feedback signal. If we can control the control valve using the PLC programming or using the DCS or SCADA, we can require a additional feedback signal for controlling the control valve to get the desired output. So that time we can mount it or we can connect the limit switch in the specific valve operation. So this is the limit switch in the control valve. Now next one is the solenoid valve. In some application, the solenoid valve will trap air in the actuator to lock the valve in its current position. So in some application, the solenoid valve will vent out the air from the actuator to allow the valve to move to its no air position. So it is the main advantages of the solenoid valve. This is the solenoid valve. Next one is the booster relay. Now, booster relay is used to reduce the lag time resulting from the long transmission line. Here you can see that in control valve we can use a different field in the instrumentation. So there is arise a lag time in the system. So if we connect the booster relay, it is used to reduce the lag time. It is also used when controller output capacity is insufficient for high demand devices such as large diaphragm operator. So this is the booster relay connection. Here you can see that this is the common port. Here we can filter regulator is connected, here actuator is connected, and here the positioner to set the position of the control valve. Here two output is given, output 1 and output 2. Here supply is given and this is the tank is given. Between the tank and supply we can connect the booster relay. In every control valve there is no booster relay is connected. So why we can connect the booster relay? For improving the drive speed of the actuator. Whenever we connect the actuator and we cannot get the proper speed of the system, so we can connect the booster relay in the system. So it is used to control the output capacity insufficient for the high demand devices. Now next one is the lookup valve. Now it is used to in application where it required a diaphragm control valve to remain in its last control position in case of air supply pressure fail. So if there is a problem in the air supply pressure and if we want to the reading of the last control position, so that time we can connect the lookup valve in the control valve. So here you can see that in generally this is the input, this is the converter, we can connect the converter like pneumatic to electric, electric to pneumatic. Here E to P indicate the electric signal to pneumatic signal converter, and this is the actuator. Now between the converter and actuator we can connect the lookup valve. So here you can see that looking in case of pressure below setting point, setting is 4 bar. Looking in case air pressure is less than 4 bar. So if we connect the direct electric to pneumatic converter to actuator, if we can get the more than 4 bar pressure, and we can control or we can reduce the pressure because of the air supply failure, we can connect the lookup valve between these devices. So this is the lookup valve principle. Now next one is the capacity tank. Now springless pneumatic actuator may stay in last position on air failure, but more likely drift slowly to a close or the open position depend on the valve plug force. So when it is necessary to open or close the valve against the line pressure, air lock utilization of capacity tank is used. These store air pressure on the loading side of the piston, provide position while opening or closing regardless of magnitude and direction of the force involved when the air supply failure occurs. So when the capacity tank is installed, suppose we can use a spring actuator. This is the spring and here actuator is connected. What is the spring actuator and what is the springless actuator, we will study in the last session. So this is the spring actuator. Whenever the input pressure is applied, spring is change its position, but if the air supply pressure is failed, so spring gets its in main position. Suppose we can use a springless actuator. Okay, so what we can get, whenever the air supply pressure is failed, we can get the last position of the control valve. But it may be possible it is the open valve or it is the closed valve. So in the power fail or the air supply fail, if the last position of the control valve is open, it is slowly connect the valve in the closed position in the vice versa operation. So capacity tank is provide a light pressure or the valve against the pressure. So whenever the valve air supply pressure is fail, it is continue connect the valve in the last or in the latest position. Okay. Now next one is the transducer. All of you know what is the transducer. Electric control group require an electric or pneumatic transducer when the control valve is pneumatically operated. As you know, the valve is operated as a pneumatic signal, so we can convert electric to pneumatic signal. So we can connect electrical to pneumatic transducer. So what we can convert, they can convert 4 to 20 milliampere current to 3 to 15 psi pressure. Suppose 4 milliampere current is there, we can get the 3 psi pressure. If the 20 milliampere is there, we can get the 15 psi pressure. So this is the application of the electro-pneumatic transducer. Now the jacketed valve. Now jacket valve are available for the application requiring heating of the valve bodies. It provides more efficient and uniform heating compared to the copper tubing presses. So it is used for this special application. Now it is used where electric heating would not be desirable for this safety reason. Now the air set. What is the air set? It is the most common accessory is the air filter regulator. It is designed to furnish to reduce air supply to the positioner pressure ranging from 20 to 60 psi. And the next one is the ratio and the reversing relay. Now what is the ratio relay? It is used to multiply or divide the pressure of the input signal. Now it is used when the split ranging of control valve occurs. Now reversing relay are used when the action from a controller need to be reversed. It speed the range valve operate from a controller when one valve is at to open while other is at to close. So the ratio valve is used to multiply or divide the pressure in the input signal, and reversing relay is always connected from a controller, and it is used for the add to open or add to close valve operation. So this is the accessory of the control valve. Now what is the advantages of the valve positioner? So it is used to increase the speed. It is also used for the speed of response. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in this email ID.